Hey there, people. Sorry for not uploading yesterday. I kind of got lazy and didn't do anything yesterday. I took a day off. I call it a depression induced break. Today, what I'm doing is I've edited it and I've posted it, I think, by now. Uh, yeah, so I'll link the first part in the description. And if you haven't watched it, you can go ahead and watch it and enjoy the second part. Here, we will discuss the different ideologies that people have on whether they should cut the portion 50% or not. CBSE, is planning to cut portion 50%. I explained it in the video. Do watch it and drop a like or whatever. Thank you. Bye bye.
So finally, we have a thing that I'm sure that most people would be anticipating, when they look at this podcast, and that is the decision for cutting the portion in half that CBSE might or might not take. Now, to give you some background about this information, because there's a lot of misinformation going around saying that they're going to cut it 100%, they're going to cut it 50%, they're 100% sure that they're going to cut it 50%. There's nothing like that. So initially, the Delhi government wrote a letter to CBSE asking them why to waive off the fees, like registration. You have to give a registration fee for the writing the exam, right? CBSE boards. So Delhi government had asked CBSE to not have that kind of fees this year, but then CBSE rejected that. So the government instead asked, why don't you give more time to give the fees? And so they extended the time period. Initially, it was October 15 was the last day to submit the fees for writing board exam for 2021, but now it's November 17. In that letter, they also mentioned that we would like and we would appreciate if you guys could reduce the portion to 50% instead of the 30%, and also extend the year. So the exams, instead of initially taking place February, March, it would take place in May. So that is the topic. What do you guys think? Should we cut it 50%? I think honestly, I'd like to go first here, because it isn't going to make much difference if they cut 50% off for most students. At least people who are in the science branch, because we'll have to study for competitive exams anyway. So I could care less if they cut 50% off. But if they do cut 50% off, it's good for the students. Some students probably, while it wouldn't be that much good for some other students who would think they would have performed better, because if they reduce the portion by 50%, there are topics which can come which you could have never imagined that would come, because things are changing. If you have looked at the sample papers, the types of questions that were initially coming have also changed. We have a paragraph based question from every subject now, which is very weird and peculiar, but that's the way it is going to be. So Vasha, what do you think? Should they go ahead and just chop off the 50% instead of 30? What do you think?
As I'm representing the humanities section, let me put forward, you are science stream, you are having competitive exams, it's all good for you.
Achha.
Let's come with my part. Okay, even we have people appearing for NIFT, for fashion studies, CLAD, for legal studies, pretty much. But then, personally, as my experience as a student aspiring for UG in one of the top, political science honors,
Right.
most of the colleges or the universities I checked up consider board marks. Cutoffs are based on board marks. And then we have seen very recently, all of you know how DU's cutoffs were this year, very
100%,
high.
yeah.
No, oh my god. Now, if the chances are when you cut the portion to 50%, our certificate, holds no value, because people would take it 50%. What's the big point? Because my admission, particularly, I'm not exactly telling anybody, is based on my board marks. And if the government or the CBSE is planning to cut almost 50%, I don't think the value of those 50 marks wouldn't hold
But
anything.
then that doesn't really see what you're saying doesn't really apply, because before a few years ago, 10th boards were there or 12th
That was
boards
a
were
few
there.
years
That was
ago, but now the
50%. But
cutoffs
now
are
they,
going to be.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, host.
So
Go
then they
ahead.
made it 100%, right? Initially, it would be
Yeah.
only second term that would come for board exams,
Mm-hmm.
but then they
Mm-hmm.
made it such that it would 100% would come, right? And then a
Yeah.
few years, it is now reverting back. But it won't stay like this next year also. They'll probably make it 100% back next
They're
year.
going to make it 50%. It's not like they're going to make it after every year. It's like just for 1 year, right? And this
Right,
1 year,
right.
I win this year. So and okay. the decision by CBSE, it's not just pertaining to my kind of students, but they're thinking of everyone, because you and I have access to all these internet and all this, but there are students who don't have access to, might be thinking into
Exactly.
this into
I think
consideration.
that's something that we haven't talked about at
Yeah,
all. Like children, you
yeah.
don't have any kind of device to access anything.
Not only any kind of device, we are forgetting about one sect. Actually, they don't like take most of it, but disabled children. Online classes are not, they're not feasible for disabled children,
Actually, they're
and that
more
is one of.
feasible for like didn't I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I read an article about a student who was feeling much more comfortable due to the online way the schools were. I think I read an
That
article like
could
that.
be like disabled in different ways. It might be disabled in any way, like people who are what do you call
You
that,
can't just
challenged.
say disabled at this point. You have to say specially able or something, right?
Challenged visually. Yeah, challenged
Oh,
visually might
visually,
be. They
right,
might,
right.
yeah, visually challenged people. It's not. I guess we are getting presentations. Everything is online. We're seeing screens. Only auditory vision. I mean, auditory thing couldn't help them. I guess that could be the reason. But in general, they're thinking of the people who are having difficulties are having access to all this. But personally, what I think is that 50% anyway, like they're gonna
Just tell me
extend
this
the
much.
exams.
What do you think? Should we cut 50% and should we extend the board exams or not? Just give
I
me a
don't know.
bottom
I
line.
don't
How
want
about
it to
see
cut.
that's the
It's
issue.
already
People just beat
30% is
around the
cut
bush.
already. 30% is already cut. I don't. That remaining 20%, if they cut, it might or might not
Okay, we'll
have any
vote on it.
impact.
At the end, we'll vote on it.
Yeah.
Joshi, you tell me, what do you think? Cut 50%, don't cut 50%.
So personally, I feel that cutting 50% of the syllabus is technically useless. Like we have already seen how much they have cut in 30%.
Right.
The most relevant stuff was cut off. For humanities, they cut important topics. For us, they cut important topics. And now, if they cut 50%, then I don't know what will be the situation of students in our country.
Yeah,
Like
they
all,
just forget
like
about the book. They just leave it somewhere.
no, like if we see the quality of I'm specifically talking about engineers. Like about 95% of engineers in India are not employable already. Now you ask them to read only 50% of their syllabus in class 12 and then enter into engineering doesn't make much sense. Like they'll face a lot
No,
of hardships in
doesn't
their
make sense.
engineering.
Already see
Ah,
advertisements for BTech engineers going at 8,000 salary per month. So that's very concerning. And even if you're even less skilled because you didn't study the entire portion, that will be even worse. So that's a good thing that you've told me about. Nice, insightful information. Uh, Viranchi, would you like
and
to
then I would
go?
like to add one more
Oh,
point, one
okay,
more
fine.
point,
Go
one more
ahead, just
point.
yeah.
So, like, even if they want to cut 50% of the syllabus, probably they should ask the schools to conduct internal examinations for the entire syllabus, and then probably conduct board exams for only 50%, which would probably be a bit
So you're
more
saying कि we
helpful.
should cut off internals. We should cut off the 20 marks and then instead we just what?
Like the school should conduct internal exams, like we have those cyclic
Oh,
tests and
right.
half yearlies. They should be conducted for the entire syllabus probably, and
Hmm.
then only board exams can be conducted for 50%. So it like the students are forced to read everything at least and have an idea of what is there, which would probably be helpful.
Right, maybe. Okay, Viranshi, you'd like to go ahead and say something? You'd like to add anything to it?
I actually like the idea that Aditya proposed, and but for us the science
Oh
students,
yeah, I forgot. State board.
the
I've heard I was gonna say Telangana. Did the state actually cut any portion? I just wanted to ask. Did they cut? I've heard they've cut.
yeah,
They have.
portion. Yeah. So even for the boards, if we cut 30% or 50%, then for the competitive exams, we are gonna have like the whole portion. So there's no point of reducing the portion. If they reduce the board portion, then it's just taking stress off of us for
Yeah,
preparing
so
for
you
the other.
also agree with what Joshi and Varsha had to say. But then I'm gonna ask you guys to vote at the end, okay? Alright. Anisha, what do you think? Should the 50% be cut or not?
I think I'm again the only one,
There you go.
liking 50%. I mean, I would really appreciate it if they could cut on the derivations and all, because physics derivations are so many. And to be honest, since the NCRT books are pretty structured, they have exercise numbers and everything. So I wish, instead of just giving a topic name that this is going to be cut, I wish they could just tell us which number and which exercises are
So
cut.
you could just cut
Because,
out the entire exercises out of there. Be like, okay, this exercise is not. I'm not gonna study it. This exercise is not. No.
no, so what I have noticed is, even though they did cut down the syllabus, I noticed that the syllabus that has been cut down was a repeated syllabus. So suppose something was taught in a chapter, but for example in chemistry, so something was cut down in one chapter, but that already was taught in another chapter. So that's not really cutting down on syllabus. Students are still learning the same thing, but yeah, and another thing I really liked about was the new pattern of the CBSE board papers, because I am in favor of that, as students in India really lack that
Yeah.
application based
Actually, even I
experience.
personally looked at the sample papers and I completely agree with what Anisha is saying. I really enjoyed doing the paper, which is very weird because I never enjoyed doing question papers. I sat down today and did the sample papers. They're very interesting, I'd say, compared to what we usually get. So, nice point there, Anisha. You'd like to go ahead and add other points as well?
Yeah, just one last thing that I'd like to mention. I took an online course at MIT's Open Courseware, and it was a physics course because I am naturally weak at physics. So I took a physics course, and to my surprise, I saw that the syllabus they teach at physics undergrad was in the first year was exactly our class 11 and 12 syllabus. So, if India, since India has already decided to bring in the national education policy, so, if India is aiming for more technical knowledge, for more application based knowledge, instead of making students learn everything in 11th and 12th, I wish and I hope they can just space out on the syllabus, give students in 11th and 12th more space and time to do other stuff, extracurricular stuff, and bridge the gap in the first year, because my brother is in college, and what he told me was that people literally learn everything in engineering, all the streams of engineering in 1 year, just to have a glimpse of the syllabus. So yeah, I hope the syllabus can be more spaced out through this national education policy, if there's going to be a syllabus change or reform next year. So I'm looking forward to that.
Right, Anisha. That makes sense. But then I feel cheated, when the whole national policy thing, because as a person who was very good at social studies and English and took science stream, I feel cheated, How can these students get the opportunity of having, both the pieces of pie while we just get one? So I
Our
finally
batch is
vote,
always unlucky if we go through, since 10th, our batch has always been the
yeah,
experimental batch
lab rats.
somehow.
Yeah, I think there was even a petition to, against CBSE or something. There was a petition asking ki you give us some compensation. You have tested on us so many times, give some compensation. But then our batch has to be, the most unluckiest batch in the history of batches. So final, what do you think, Varsha? Like 50% cut or not? Just say one word answers. You can't deny. You can't run away from it.
No,
No. Okay.
no.
Viranchi, what do you
But
think?
as as
No, no, no,
Anisha
no,
said,
no. You
actually
don't
the
get to.
points are relevant. Oh, that was mean. Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to tell she made very relatable points. Even in economics, some topics which were cut in one chapter were already there in some other chapter. So
Hmm.
what they're cutting is also not beneficial. Like we had a chapter in economics, money and banking, they deleted it, but that's there and again another chapter of aggregate demand and supply. So uh,
What's
I
the
don't
point of
find
it?
even if they're
There's no
cutting it
point.
for there's no point of it. So no, no.
All right, Viranchi.
Yes,
Yeah, you cut it. Release the stress from the students a little bit at least.
very much.
Everyone on Instagram is gonna hate all of us for being like, they should not cut 50%. 30% is enough. It's not helping anyway. Joshi, what do you think? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, they should cut it.
They should cut it, even if it's a loss for all engineering students and all that stuff. Doesn't matter. They should cut it.
Like it at least relieves stress over board exams. Like we shouldn't think कि क्या करना पड़ेगा for board exams.
So yeah, so yeah. Anisha, you also will go ahead and say कि they should cut it.
Yes,
Okay, so nobody hates us on Instagram now. Fine, I think. Varsha, how
Like
do
at
you
least
feel?
for formality purpose, we should say yes. You know,
Yeah,
Oh
if
my
for
god.
people to like us, we should tell yes.
otherwise they'll be like, "Hey, what kind of nerd are you? You don't. What is wrong with you? Are you mentally challenged or something like that?" They just
No, I mean, I don't find any point of them cutting it down, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I'd go ahead and say ki they should cut it. It's okay. I don't care. But I'm studying everything anyway. So what do I care? If they cut it, it'll be more extensive. They'll
You're
ask
seeing it
questions.
from your perspective, you realize, because you have to attend for competitive exams anyway.
See, Varsha, the thing is ki I will obviously look out for myself because,
Exactly.
yeah, even when we talk about everything, we are selfish in an aspect that we are so privileged, you know.
Yeah.
So when I'm gonna obviously look out for myself and my friends, ki whether they will be able to handle the examination or not. Because see, I am attending classes, you are attending classes probably, and a lot of others are attending classes probably. But then there are definitely students who haven't attended classes since March. Okay, and it's not a joke. For them, it'll be completely disaster, like a complete disaster for them when they come to school. So it'll relieve the stress. I agree. So 3 to no, no, 4-1. We win. They should cut the portion.
So probably we should speak about should they open up schools or colleges? Okay, like you can
Oh
ask
yeah, I
people their
totally
opinion.
forgot
Like
about
should
that.
they open
Thanks.
up?
Yeah. Should they open up schools or not? Anyone has anything to say about should they open schools or not? Do you want to go to school first of all? How many of you want to even go to school? I don't- Wait, Varsha, you want to go to school, Varsha?
Yes. It's not, yeah, I want to go, but okay, I'm not answering your question because you'll be like just yes or no, but my answer is not a yes or no. I'm confused.
It's fine. I didn't say that this time it's a yes or no question. You could go ahead and say that I want to meet my friends, but then we have to write exams, and then you can just go ahead.
Online classes have not been so productive for me,
I know
because
online classes haven't been productive for me either. I feel I'm learning less and less every day.
so we don't have that motive to, study something sitting at home.
Yeah,
Because we know there's nothing, nobody checking us, somewhere deep within, though you want to study, it's something like, do it later. So,
and then later never comes, does it?
no.
Okay, Virenchi, you wanna go to school?
It's a rat hole. I don't want to answer it to answer
Fine.
anything. That's most of the people like.
Most of the
Yeah,
people lie.
like they are conscious about it. That
At this point,
what
I'm just scared. Would we be able even to cope up with school? How will they do it? Because some places did open up schools, but then it's completely voluntary basis. कि if you want आ जाओ नहीं आना है तो it's okay तुम्हारी मर्जी. So I don't understand that at all. Like अगर वैसा ही है तो what's the point of even calling it opening schools? Joshi, should they open schools?
So my opinion is yes. Like it doesn't matter whether I want to go to school or not, but then probably they should open up schools. Obviously, there is no doubt about
It
it.
doesn't matter whether you want to go or not, but they should open it.
They should open it up.
कि चाहे स्कूल में
Like
कोई बच्चे आए या नहीं आए बस होना चाहिए स्कूल ओपन होना चाहिए नाम के लिए कम से कम
and they should ask people to come. Like many countries have already opened up, like in European countries, UK, France. Even though they have seen a surge in cases recently, they're
Hmm.
still continuing with it because they are
Yeah.
technically thinking about the children's psychological health over there.
Yeah,
Like
plus
India, may you
COVID
have
doesn't impact us, right? Like you said, I think way back I had a discussion with Aditya talking about COVID-19 and everything, and I was like, I'm scared. This virus might be, what if something happens to us and stuff? I asked him, and he told me, "Ki, it's not gonna impact us. We are in our teens, we are healthy, and all that stuff." So, you want to add anything to that? You think if children go and they get COVID, would they be affected?
so like as far as I've read, like Sweden was one of the few countries to not have a lockdown at all, even though they had a surge in cases. And then they even continued down with schools, and most of the students got infected, but then probably none of them died, and very few were serious. Like even if that's so low, then probably there is nothing wrong in opening up schools. Like it'll be beneficial to most of them.
Fine, fair enough. Anesha, closing statements. School should be open or not?
I think schools should be open, but I really prefer going to school without a mask. They are so restrictive,
Masks are
and
restrictive in what manner? Like you don't are not able to breathe in a mask.
yeah, it's quite difficult breathing. I mean, I'm not very much used to mask, and then I didn't even have I play sports in such a long time with friends and all.
Hmm.
So I'm really missing that.
Yeah, I completely forgot the mental aspect to it, ki how all of us are coped mentally with not having friends around at least 7 hours a day. 80% of school was just this, you get an opportunity to hang out with your friends. Now the opportunity has gone completely. You hang out with your friends, but then your friends don't hang out with you. Or something like that. Well, I think that has been pretty productive. Everyone has shared their topics. I'd like to thank everyone personally for joining me in this crusade of doing this podcast. I've been forcing Aditya for months now to do this, and I'm so glad that I was having Viranchi and Varsha and Anesh, all of you guys as well. You guys gave some great points, a lot to think about, especially Anisha. Why would you tell me such a bleak future? I'm gonna just but then it had been a very productive segment. I feel it was a good podcast. So thanks for joining, and say thank you to everyone one by one. But go ahead.
Thank you, guys.
It is so
Great, yeah.
awkward. It's so difficult. God, have some
Like,
public
like
connection. Yeah,
I would like to especially thank Anisha. Like really, even though she gave me the glimpse of the bleak future our country
yeah,
has,
exactly.
please, but it's actually something was really really useful that we kept on keeping it aside, thinking it is not true. But we
Hmm.
have to face it that we are actually gonna, our economy or it's not as we expected it to be. And it was great knowing each of your points, including the points of the host. Some were
Yeah.
contradicting. I
The
was,
host was actually supposed. I was supposed to stand and listen to the things, but then I just gave in a
but
few
then it was
droplets.
interactive. It
Yeah.
was more of talking. It was not out of my comfort zone. That's what I felt, and it was a great thing.
All right. Anyone else would like to say anything? I'll just thank you and end this.
I would just like to say
I'm
thank you to everyone. Nothing more. And I liked Anisha's point, like, yeah, like everyone knows economy is sinking, like we have negative growth this year. So probably yeah, the government should seriously think acting on it as soon as possible.
Great.
Like 20 like 20 lakh crore रुपए कहाँ गए पता नहीं. But then yeah, probably it should have
Bro,
some help.
I want to know what happened to the PM fund, to be quite honest. So let's just not go controversial, okay? Let's keep the controversial stuff away.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anesha.
So I think a lot of the people, they do not know about things unless the government self-reports. So I think the government has been a bit weak on that. They haven't been reporting things, updating, because I've got a lot of ads on PM funds, but I've never seen any updates on that. And I think the best way to deal with any situation is to face the hard facts, know about ourselves. So even I did a lot of research. It was a great experience, including this podcast, because I never thought I'd do a podcast so soon.
Podcast. Yeah, right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks a lot for doing this, and hopefully we'll have another one of this sometime. I'll hit all of you up and be like, "We'll do another one. Let's do a segment again." And it has been great for me as well. So thank you and goodbye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching it again, and I'll see you in the next thing that I do. I got a pretty good response on part one. I was really happy with it. Again, thanks to everyone who got featured over here. I personally, don't think I would have been able to. I would have probably made a video, but then it wouldn't be like 40 minutes. And yeah, I guess interacting with people is what keeps me alive. And that's why I made these kind of podcast things, because just a little bit of interaction helps me perceive what people have in their minds, and I think that's really important to have perspective. It's what defines or creates a difference between you and another prospective candidate for something. And that's what I really try to do. I just try to get perspective in life, look at things from all the different views, and try to emerge as I can. So thanks again for watching this video. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.